TV show one of these days. Jeff Keane is with us from Cool Fire. Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, you guys are behind the massive hits of what around town?
Well, I think probably our two biggest hits to date are Fast and Loud on Discovery Channel and Welcome to Sweetie Pies on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
And then you also had the Purse show.
Resale Royalty.
Yes.
Yeah, that was on the Style Network, which went away. The the whole network went away. So it was not a particularly good day for us when we found out that the network was going away. Not just our show, the entire network.
Right. But, Welcome to Sweetie Pies, which is a giant hit, probably the biggest watched show on the Oprah Channel, right?
Yep.
They went through some difficulty recently with the grandson dying. Are you going to work that into the show at all?
I don't know if that'll be part of the show or not. I mean, obviously a very tragic thing, and thoughts go out to the family, but that's really a tough one.
You started Cool Fire here in town. Yep. Tell us this story. You went out to L.A. and said, this is nuts, I'm going to come back to St. Louis.
No, not really. I mean, I've pretty much always been a St. Louis guy. And I worked for Anheuser-Busch, doing video production for them here, and worked around town as a freelancer for a while, and then in 2002 decided to start my own company. So.
And you started a production company here in St. Louis.
Yeah, when we started in 2002, we were really a commercial video production company. So we were producing TV commercials and corporate videos, and we did that for a long time. We still do that today, but in 2009, we decided we were going to start producing TV shows. So that's kind of how that started, and first couple of shows we sold were Fast and Loud and Welcome to Sweetie Pies, and they're still on the air today.
And who taught you how to do that?
We sort of just figured it out on our own. We were sitting around and looking at all these reality TV shows that were popping up everywhere.
Right.
And thinking to ourselves, we've got the facility, we've got the minds, we've got the ideas. I think we can do this. And for us, it was really also that we were in the Midwest, and there's very few TV production companies in the Midwest. And we thought, there's great characters and great stories right here in our own backyard that the other production companies really can't access. So we started tapping into the characters and the stories right here in St. Louis, and we were off and running.
You were telling me we were talking about some of the famous reality shows, Duck Dynasty, Pawn Stars, and I said, boy, who knows? How do you know how to get this? Any of this stuff on? And you said you wish you knew.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I've told people a lot that selling a TV show is one of the hardest things I've ever done. We're out doing it every day. But,
because no one knows where the next hit is.
Yeah, you really don't know. Everybody's looking for lightning in a bottle, and what the networks want seems to change day to day, week to week. So you never know exactly what they're looking for at any given time, and it's really kind of right place, right time with the right characters, and hopefully you get lucky.
Is there a show out there that somebody that you heard about that you said, oh, that'll never work, that turned out to be a big hit?
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's lots of them out there. Yeah.
How about the one that you said this is a guaranteed hit and then was a total flop?
Again, nothing. There's so many shows out there. I mean, you try to keep up with everything that's on TV, and it's just impossible.
There's a formula, but no one knows what the formula is, if it makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, the formula shifts. I mean, when we first started producing shows, it was really about finding strange and interesting worlds. So people were just tapping into all different kinds of businesses and kind of giving you that inside look at this business or that business. And now the shift is really not so much to worlds and workplaces as it is characters.
Yeah.
Everybody wants big, over-the-top, loud, crazy characters.
What about scripted shows? You're into the reality side.
Yeah.
Are you into any scripted shows?
We've dabbled a little. We haven't had a lot of success there, and we haven't put a lot of energy into scripted at this point. I mean, for us, right now, we're really focused on non-scripted shows.
Yeah, all right. So what's coming up on HGTV tonight?
Yeah, we've got a big one tonight. We've got a show called Listed Sisters that debuts tonight at 7 o'clock on HGTV. It's a show that we're really excited about. It's a show based in Nashville. Twin sisters, Lex and Alana, who do real estate and renovation. And really what they do is they help families get out of a home that doesn't suit them anymore, and they help them get into their dream home. So it's a really fun show.
Okay, so did they find you? You found them? Did they change this model? How did all that work?
We found them. We're always out there looking for ideas and characters. And in this case, Steve Lubert, who heads up the development department for our company, had a fraternity brother that said, hey, Steve, I know these twin sisters in Nashville. You should meet them. So Steve and I hopped in the car. We drove to Nashville. We met Lex and Alana. We thought they were great. A couple weeks later, we went down and shot some tape, put that tape together. We showed it to HGTV, and the rest is history.
So I would suspect, Jeff Keane from Cool Fire, that most people you know are as annoying as me, who are nice to you only because we think you can give us a TV show.
It happens from time to time. It happens from time to time, yeah.
But everybody thinks they have a TV show. My Life is a TV show. My Office is a TV show.
It's either My Life or My Crazy Uncle or My Crazy Coworker.
Or You Should Meet My Neighbor. She's insane. Listen to this.
Right.
So what was it about the pitch from the fraternity brother that made you go that one extra step?
Well, I guess for us, we knew HGTV, and we'd been trying to sort of break in there and get a show sold there. And we knew that one of their biggest hits was a show called Property Brothers, which was twin brothers.
Right.
And so we thought, hey, if they like twin brothers, they're going to love twin sisters. And we went down and met Lex and Alana, and they were great. And we thought, hey, this is something they might potentially buy.
So it debuts tonight on HGTV.
Yep.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
How many episodes?
12 episodes.
12 episodes. So it's a full season.
Full season, yeah.
Yeah. When will you know if it's a hit or not?
We'll probably know tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yeah, they get the ratings information pretty quickly. So it's a big night for us tonight. We'll be keeping our fingers crossed, and we'll get some ratings information either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, and that'll give us some indication of how we're doing.
Now, this isn't like HBO in New York when you go to New York and they're debuting Girls, where it's plastered everywhere. HGTV is a smaller network.
They're a smaller network.
And so you sort of have to stumble upon it by accident in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think, there's a lot of people that are really faithful watchers of HGTV, and we're in a really good time slot, so we're fortunate there. So hopefully a lot of people will stumble into it at 7 o'clock. I mean, they do some on-air promotion for it, so they've been promoting it a little bit, and they're promoting it on their website. So there's some on-network promotion. So if you watch HGTV, you've maybe heard of Listed Sisters, and you'll tune in to watch it. But other than that, I mean, sometimes it takes a little time for an audience to find a show like that.
And hopefully they give you the time to find the audience.
Well, I know they're going to give us 12 episodes worth because those are bought and paid for already.
Anything else in the pipeline we should be looking for?
Well, we've got another show actually that's on the air right now called Americana. It's on the Velocity Network. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that network, but it's all kind of car stuff.
Right.
And Americana is sort of this look at the history of cars in America, a really fun show. It's on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock Central Time.
Gotcha. All right. Are they based out of St. Louis?
Nope, they're not. They're based out of Charlotte.
All right. Any other St. Louis shows coming down the pike?
No St. Louis shows at this time, but we're always developing and working on things.
You're such a TV executive. The TV show on the Style Network with the purses.
Yeah, it was called Resale Royalty.
You got to bring that back. That was hugely popular.
Yeah, it was a really good show, and we were about to go into a second season of it when they pulled the plug on the network. We took it and we tried to shop it around to some other networks, but there really wasn't a great home for it other than the Style Network. So we were never able to sell it someplace else.
That was on, and I have 5 sisters. 3 of them called me up immediately. Oh my goodness, where's that shop? You got to go. And it was like the hottest thing on television.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, so I mean, really, I guess good doesn't necessarily mean it's successful.
Well, not necessarily. I think the network was having trouble. So, I mean, there's nothing we could really do about that.
Yeah,
our show was not going to save the network.
All right. Jeff Keane with Cool Fires. Who says you can do this in St. Louis? Don't you have to go to L.A.? When are you going to go to L.A.?
Well, we go to L.A. all the time to sell shows, but we're able to produce shows right here and from our studio in St. Louis.
One more question for you. It looks like on the contestant reality shows, Bachelor, Survivor, that many of them come from the St. Louis metropolitan area. Do you have anything to do with the casting of those shows?
I don't, but I've noticed that, particularly on The Bachelor. There's always a couple of contestants, it seems like, from St. Louis. In fact, I was just at the finale of The Bachelor.
I stopped watching it because it's not as classy as when Charisse was on. It was much classier when Charisse was on. Yeah. But they've sort of lost that sort of wholesomeness. So that's why I much prefer Listed Sisters on HGTV.
Great.
7 o'clock tonight.
7 o'clock tonight.
You're always welcome here. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
9:20 here. Big 550. Kate.